this is my truck, and I'm about to lock myself in my truck until I get a paying customer. So I already have a business that does about $40,000 per month, and the trick is I can't use the reviews, I can't use the testimonials. It's gonna be totally beginner friendly, just like I was getting started from zero. So let me show you the plan really quick. So we're gonna do this thing that no one's ever done before. It's really underground, nobody's talking about it. Cold calling. I'm just playing. I hate cold calling. We will not be cold calling. Cold calling is great, puts hair on your chest, but it's not required. I never did it, so I'm gonna show you a better way. You're basically just spamming business owners, and you're normally not even getting in touch with the actual decision maker, right? The owner of the business. But what if I told you there was a place where all the decision makers hang out, and not only that, but most of them get a notification sent right to their phone when you message them. Let me show you the new plan real quick. So here it is in all its glories. We're gonna be sending Facebook messages on Facebook Messenger. We've got 3 steps: join the groups, prime the pump, and message LAF. I'll tell you what that means. The whole goal of this strategy is to work really fast, even if you're a beginner, because I'm in Florida and it is hot as hell in this truck and I'm ready to get out. Can't have money. All right, now I'm going back in and getting on the computer. And the best part about this strategy is it works whether you're selling agency services, whether you're selling free websites on HighLevel, whether you're selling review automation services like me. No matter what you're selling, you can do this strategy. So now that I'm back inside the truck with my emotional support awards, it's time to start joining groups, the first step of the process. So at my company, Review Harvest, we mainly serve home service business owners. So what I like to do is I like to join groups on Facebook that might be related to a specific home service, might be related to marketing for that home service, might be related to a certain software tool they use, like a CRM. So I'll go out and try and join as many of these groups as possible. So you can see this is actually like a pressure washing retreat group. So you can join stuff like that. This is actually a coach that teaches carpet cleaners. That's a good one to join. You just have to browse and join as many as you can. Painting contractors buy drip jobs. That's a software that painters use. So you can see there's lots of different groups you can join. You can see Tint Wiz community here. That's a software for people that do tinting on cars and windows and stuff like that. Dog trainers, insurance, you get the gist. Just join as many of these groups as possible. Not every single one of them is going to let you in, but at least try to start joining them. The second step is priming the pump. All that means is adding friends in these groups and friends like them so that in those groups, there's a lot of mutual friends that you have. And the second part of this is posting some things on your profile that are related to your business. You don't want to seem like an only business person. You don't want to seem fake. You don't want to seem like you don't have a business at all. You want a nice mix of some personal posts, some business posts. So here's the hack. Go into these groups, go to members. The people we're actually going to message are the people that we have things in common with. That means that we're more likely to not land in spam. They're more likely to see it instantly. And so the more friends you have in this group, the larger this members with things in commons will be from your mutual friends. So all you have to do to start adding a whole bunch of friends is find somebody that's a good fit, click on their profile, click on view profile here, and then from there, go ahead and add them as a friend. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a bunch of other recommended people similar to them. And eventually your recommendations will just be like all home service business owners or whatever your industry is. And you can just add everybody you want to add. And eventually you'll have a bunch of followers. You can see I have 1,300 friends here. That's not even that much. If you actually tried for like less than a month, you would get 1,300 friends. And it's not required. You can still get great results without a bunch of friends, but it really helps your conversion rate for the amount of people that you message to see. So now all we want to do is go to members, go to that members with things in common section right down here, and then just start messaging people. So you can click on Greg here, message, and you can add him as a friend, and we can start sending out messages. So y'all are going to hate me, but I'm not going to give you a script because there's no magic formula. Step 3 is message them LAF, like a friend. There's no special formula. You just message them trying to start a genuine conversation and be a genuine human being. So let's say, for example, they're in a community about a specific software that they use to power their business. You literally just message them and say, hey, are you still using that software? Or hey, what do you think about that software? Or one thing I like to do is that we have mutual friends. I'll be like, hey, I see you're friends with Stephanie too. How do you know them? If you start messaging people this long paragraph of all the reasons they should work with you and book a call here, they're going to hate you. You're going to get kicked out of all the Facebook groups that you're in. You need to message them in a friendly, personalized manner. All right, so at this point, I've already been in the truck for about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and start pumping out some messages and I'll report back to you. Okay, Okay, so these numbers are absolutely stupid. I actually got distracted with some work stuff, like responding to emails and some stupid stuff, and I only sent 19 messages. But what I did was I had the sound turned on the notifications, so as soon as somebody responded, I could respond back right away, and I'll show you some of the conversations here. I sent 19 messages. I booked 2 calls, or I'm about to hop on one right now, and I think I'm about to sell this guy. This guy seems to be sold. And if you're curious about what I'm selling, I'm just selling simple automations to local business owners. So they pay me every single month a couple $100 when I help them get more reviews. But there's so many other things you could sell that you could use this strategy for, right? You could sell agency services, ads, you could sell AI receptionists, all that sort of stuff. So if you want to get started with HighLevel, that literally powers like all the digital marketing world, no matter how you're going to make money online, you're probably going to have to use HighLevel. So feel free to use my link down below in the description. You'll get an extended 30-day trial instead of the 14-day trial. Plus you'll get access to my community, all my coaching snapshots and all that sort of stuff. If you just want to copy my business, you can just copy and paste it into your account and you'll be good to go. Now I'll get back to the video. Quick editor's note, the software that I was reaching out to people in the group, I redacted the name because I don't want to get in trouble for blasting that group, but you get the gist. Just reach out to different groups that might be around software or around a certain industry or anything. All right, so let's go through some of the messages here. This was somebody named Michelle. I said, hey Michelle, you're all still using for Wise Codings. They were in a specific Facebook group. Let's go to Keith here. Said, hey Keith, did y'all have a good season in holiday lightings? My friends in Florida were a little bit slower this year. Once again, just trying to reach out like we're a friend. No response from him. Only been a couple hours though. Here we go. This was a good conversation we had here. So I said, hey, are you still using your business? I don't think I've ever seen a water sports company use. That's awesome. So he had a water sports company and he had a pressure washing company. Right away, he responded, yes, I do. What other outreach strategy are you going to get responses in less than a minute? Said, yes, I do. It's not perfect, but it works. Hey, said, that's cool, man. Yeah, you give Fair Harbor a try. It's a similar one. I'm just trying to tell him that I know what I'm talking about. Fair Harbor is a similar one for the water sports industry. It kind of sucks, honestly. He said, no, but I know it. I think clients can select the time. I was like, yeah, it's like a booking widget, yada, yada. So I was like, hey, do you do power washing and exterior services year round? He's like, yeah, and gutters. It's like, okay, sweet. So now I'm kind of segueing into it, the reviews. Okay, sick. I see y'all got 486 reviews here. What are y'all doing to get those reviews? And so once again, y'all wish I could give you some sort of script, but just apply what I'm doing here from a first principles standpoint. I am reaching out to them like a friend, just trying to get a response, not pitching them. And then from there, you kind of start asking them questions about their business, where they're at, to see if you should pitch them. If they don't need you, then don't pitch them. But kind of from here, I'm going to say, hey, is this you with 486 reviews? Yada, yada. I said, yep. Automatically asks. So I'm like, okay, they're already using something. This could be good. This could not be good. Sometimes that's, it's an easy sell. If they're already paying for something, it's easy to sell them on our thing sometimes. So anyways, got the internal feature, whatever. So I said, were you able to get them to quit asking if someone's already left a review? That's a problem that used to have. He said it automatically does that. Anyways, so then I was like, all right, got it, cool. Well, didn't want to bug you, but I thought I might be able to help you out. Maybe not. That was kind of me seeing if he would kind of lean in. Well, oh, what were you going to say? What were we going to say? But he didn't, and he just ghosted me. And then I just did an absolute Hail Mary here. So then basically at the end, I just kind of word bombed him, tried to be like, hey, we do this, we do that, personalized images, respond reviews, all sort of stuff, giving him all the value. Sometimes people will kind of bite and say, tell me more about that, but he didn't in this case. So anyways, that Hail Mary did not pay off. This guy I was doing a little bit different. I know he's kind of a big guy in the industry. And so I was like, hey, just love feedback, get him started on a free trial. And so then we get to, so you can see sent, 18, 19 messages total. This one I just said, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Thanks for the ad back on Facebook, because I added him and he added me back right away. So you can see we sent out about 19 messages. Then we get to the winner here. Hey John, are y'all still using? He said, hey man, we use HCP, that stands for House Call Pro. Gotcha. Y'all using the internal House Call Pro feature to get reviews? No, we do it through GHL. Got it. How's that going for you? Pretty solid. Always can get better, but not bad. For sure. We're with a lot of people who used to use HighLevel. We send out personalized images. The request to go get a crazy review conversion rates. All right, so he said they're getting on average a 40% review conversion rate when I asked him. It's like, whether he's actually getting 40% review conversion rate from those texts is he's probably not, because he incentivizes his texts to get reviews as well. So they might be getting a lot on the job. But anyways, if he's doing that with HighLevel, then we can do much better for sure. So just tell him, hey, we can definitely do better if you're already doing 40%. Said, how many previous customers do you have? We're just talking. All right, okay, so he sounds like he's interested. He's got 950. I wanted to get that previous customer number there so that I know how many reviews we could get him. We can help him out. Tell him the price starts at, because he asked him about the cost. Tell him the price starts there. Hey, are you available for a quick call? And then boom, we're about to hop on a call. So I'm about to call this guy and hop on a Zoom call with him. I'll let you know how it goes.
15 minutes later.
Boom, baby, we closed them. We just had a 15-minute conversation. And and then we hopped on to Zoom, got them all set up, bada bing, bada boom. Here's the proof. Boom, $99 in our account. So we ended up setting up one of his smaller businesses, but he actually has other larger businesses that we're planning on setting up again later. We normally offer a 10-day free trial, but he was like, no, it's fine, just charge me now. So boom, paying customer today, bada bing, bada boom. It's that easy, guys. Send out 19 messages. And I get it, there's gonna be so many comments be like, oh, well, I don't have followers on Facebook. Well, add friends. That's all I did. I'm not special or anything. That's not why I have followers. It's because I've just added friends. Like,
take your shirt off.
There's gonna be all these reasons you don't do this, but it's literally that easy. I did it in like a couple hours, not even really paying attention to it. I was actually doing other work while I was reaching out to people, and it just happened like that. So you have absolutely no excuse, guys. Make it happen. Time for me to leave the car now, and you know I'm gonna do it in style. In all seriousness, guys, if you apply this, I promise you, it can help grow your business. It's raw action. It's not going to be perfect. You just got to work. Imperfect action beats inaction every single day. Now it's time to go sit in some AC. I can finally leave this damn truck. Oh, I think I broke my ankle. It's been about a week and a half now, and look how happy he is. He just said, bro, we are blowing my GMB up. I might be your biggest fan right now. You can see, look at his profile here. If we go to newest, you can see he's getting so many reviews. He's gone from like 70 to like 140 or something. 18 hours ago, 19 hours ago, 19 hours ago. I mean, holy crap, they're just flowing in. And so he loves me right now. We're gonna add his other businesses. Things are going good. So if you wanna learn how I set up these simple automated systems into local business owners, and they pay me a couple $100s a month, now to the point where we make over $40,000 per month in recurring revenue, go ahead and click the link in the top of the description. You'll get a 30-day extended trial to HighLevel, and then you'll get access to all my coaching, my community, all the things you need to copy and paste this business model for yourself and start making some recurring income. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it and see more step-by-step the setup process, check out this next video.